Hello, hello, and welcome to my Pick 3 at a Glance family and viewers. If you're a first-time viewer visiting the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. When you come to my channel, I consider you family also. Alrighty, today is October 10th, 2022. This is my tutorial where I teach everyone how to use the Pick 3 at a Glance system and how it works. And what we have is 22 numbers that we do the simple 111 rundown on. And those 22 numbers give you all 1,000 numbers and their combinations, all at a glance that you can look at and track every day and see actually what all the 1,000 numbers are doing, all at a glance. Simple, easy peasy. And if you don't know why you playing your numbers, don't play them. And in my book, the only way you're going to know how you playing your numbers is being able to track the actual 1,000 numbers at all times to see what they're doing. And with those 22 numbers, we have 22 columns that you just have to check and follow the 1,000 numbers. And that's why I say that we're the home of no tic-tac-toes, no date sums, no root sums, no grids, no flips, and no multiple different 100 different rundowns they have out there, because you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers and it's all included. You don't have to do all those things because you're going to be looking at all the numbers in real time. Okay, so today we have, this is a state specific. I use this system, but it works in all states anywhere around the globe when they use 1,000 numbers. And what I do is take the prior number that fell the day before evening on Missouri evening draw. I specialize in evening draw. Simple fact, I am a night person. I don't like to get up in the mornings. I like nights. When teachers, when I was going to school, I don't know about everybody else, but they had this saying, the early bird catches the worm. And right then I say, I'm out. I'll never catch me no worms. It's crazy what kids think about when they're young. What they did, they said the early bird catches the worm. And I dreaded getting out to bed at 7 in the morning every morning, man. I did. My brain didn't function till 12 out in the noon, and they got me up at 7 in the morning. Everything they put in my head was gone at early in the morning. I'm still a night person. It's hard for me to go to bed before 2 a.m. in the morning. So, hey, everybody clock is different. They ought to teach kids like that. Find out what their clock is, then teach them, waking them up at 7 a.m. in the morning to go to school. I won't go to school 7 in the morning. I'm still sleepy, dragging out the bed. But hey, life is what it is. You learn, you live and you learn. You live and you learn, y'all. But anyway, let me get back where I was at. October the 9th of 2022, today that 775 came out, evening draw. All right, so here it is. The last time it come out, like I like to explain, last time this number came out was this year, August the 4th, 2022. But I know why it came out, because it didn't fall none last year. And it just, and it's not average. These numbers will come out and repeat themselves the next year. So it came again, just like it came, 775. And it's a double, so it can only come 3 ways. By law of average, the numbers rotates and change positions, and they will repeat exactly as they came out. That's why I say it takes 3 years for these numbers to rotate out. And you got to track the numbers. And if you're not tracking these numbers, and you're an everyday player like myself, you're playing a loser's game. Okay? So, and the 3 ways they can come out is 775, 577, 757. All right? And what we're going to be doing is looking for the 775 in the rundown, in these 22 numbers that we make the rundown out of the 22 columns to get to 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations. And what we do, we simply add 1 to the 775 to each one of the numbers. I use this 1-1 rundown because it's the most effective rundown there is to use. It's the only rundown that you're going to ever have to worry about learning how to use with my system. And if you're a beginner, this is how it works. Simple rundown. You add 1 to 7, then 8, 9. When you get to the 9, you know you're going to have 1 to 9 is 10. Don't worry about that 1, just use 0. And then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's 7. 7 at the top, 7 at the bottom. Right here. Same thing. 7, 8, 9, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 at the top, 7 at the bottom. Same here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 at the top, 5 at the bottom. Can't get no simpler than that, y'all. Can't get no simpler. Now, what we're looking for when we're doing this 1-1 rundown, we're looking for, in this rundown, we're looking for the base number, okay, that this number is in the column that it's in. And everything's in simple numerical order. That's why I like it, because it's simple. All right. Now, we have 12 numbers, which are straights on the top. They come 6 different ways. And those 12 numbers, these 12 numbers, you do the 1-1 rundown on to create the 12 columns. And that's 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 3, 0, 1, 4, 0, 1, 5, 0, 1, 6, 0, 1, 7, 0, 1, 8, 0, 2, 4, 0, 2, 5, 0, 2, 6, 0, 2, 7, 0, 3, 7. All right? Doing the 1-1 rundown on them. Here's another one. For the other two, it's 10 numbers. All right? And they doubles. Doubles got 2 like numbers in them. And it's 001, 002, 003, 004, 005, 011, 022, 033, and 044. That makes up the 22 columns. Even numbers, I like that, 22. Okay, now we're looking for where the 775 is in. When you do the 775, or whatever the number to come in is, when you do the 1-1 rundown, one of these base numbers will always be in that rundown. What you do is find that base number, okay? And in here, we see that one of the base numbers is 220. It's in column 8, but it's 022, all right? Same number, but just the opposite position, okay? So, if you did the 1-1 rundown on this 022, you're going to see that the 775 going to come out as 577 in column 8. So we're going to column 8, look for the 022, find the 577. So let's go to column 8 on the doubles. Let me go to column 8 on the doubles. We go down here, right here, 577, you're done. You can see what happened on that column. You can see whatever number falls on each column. You ain't got to do no guessing. Ain't no guesswork, because all 1,000 numbers is on this sheet. All right? Now, I'm going to say this. If you don't do nothing today, copy these numbers, do the 1-1 rundown on it, and you got all 1,000 numbers at a glance. Can't beat that with a stick, as my granny used to say. Boy, I can't beat that with a stick. So now, what we're doing here, how we get to 1,000 numbers, again, I'm going to make it quick and simple. You got, when you do these numbers with the 1-1, you got 10 numbers, but you got 60 numbers in each column by the way they can rotate and come through, all right? Each number comes 6 different ways. So each one of these columns represents 60 numbers at a glance. 12 times 60, you got 12 numbers. 12 times 60, 720. Then same way with the doubles. They can come 3 different ways. You got 9 of them, because you got 1 that's going to be triples. They can only come 1 way. All right? So you got 9 times 30 gives you 270. Right at a glance. You got that 270. With that 720, you got 990 numbers. You're looking at a one simple sheet of paper. You can put this on a sheet of paper. People want to get these whiteboards like I got. No, just get your piece of paper, write the numbers down, do the 1-1 rundown on. You're going to be just fine. Same here. That 99 and then 110 gives you all 1,000 numbers. Your eyes are hidden as 1 and 1,000. All at a glance, you can tell whatever them 1,000 numbers is hitting and doing. All at a glance. Okay? Now, the beauty of this here is that with this 1-1 rundown, What we have in the pick three world, we have what they call, we look for the mirrors and the opposites or the sister numbers. All right. And then on this number line here we got, okay, triple zeros to 499 is your top numbers. All right. 500 to 999 is your bottom numbers. Okay. So if I play 0, 1, 2 and the lottery played 5, 6, 7, okay, then they just played the bottom number of my top number. If I played 7, 8, 9 and the lottery played 2, 3, 4, they just played the top number or the bottom of the 1,000 numbers. You just split them in half. Reason being, let's say that 0 is the opposite of 5, 5 opposite of 0, 1 opposite of 6, 6 opposite of 1, 2 opposite of 7, 7 opposite of 2, 3 opposite of 8, 8 opposite of 3, 4 opposite of 9, 9 opposite of 4. Okay? Real simple. All right? Numerical order, everything. Now, the beauty of that, in each one of these columns, even with the doubles, their opposites you can find all at a glance in that one column. Okay, let's go to this column 1. I'm sure you can see it. Let me make sure you can see everything. Okay, yeah. Column 1. All right. Double check. Yep, you can see. Okay. Say when you check off. Okay, let me back up a little bit. I think I'm getting ahead of myself. On these columns here, on this sheet here, this is a monthly sheet that I track every month. Then I have an annual sheet that I check for the year so I can see at a glance from January up to the present where the numbers stand. But I do a monthly sheet so I can see where the columns stand. So if I do a monthly sheet and I see a column like this column here ain't hit in 3 months, it could take 3 months for 60 numbers to come out on average. Not on, in some cases. So you want to be aware of that column because this works by law of average. When you hit, you know exactly what column to get your numbers off of. No guesswork. Or 2 months. Normally 2 months if a column ain't hit, I'm definitely looking at it for that third month. When I hit, I know exactly where to go get my numbers. If I don't do nothing, play that whole column 50-cent box. Or depending on how much I hit, I'll play the whole column straight box. Because if it ain't fell off of it in 2 months or 3 months, by law of average, I know something coming off that column at a glance. All right? Now, say, like I said, the opposites or the mirror, if this 1, 2, the 0, 1, 2 ain't fail, and its opposite, the 5, 6, 7 ain't fail, I'm definitely playing those two numbers. If I'm playing nothing else, I'm going to play those two. By law of average, they're going to come out. Or in the 3 months, if say 0, 1, 2, the 1, 2, 3, and then the 5, 6, 7, and 6, 7, 8 don't fall, I'm playing them 4 numbers. For sure, I'm playing those 4 numbers. All right? And that, at a glance, you don't have to do no guesswork. You know where every number is. So this tic-tac-toe, the date sums, the grids, the flips, the different 100 rundowns they got out there, and the root sums, ain't gonna tell you nothing like this is gonna tell you. Now, if you got something working and it's working consistently, then I'm cool with that. If you got something that's showing you how to hit the right number every day, then, email me, momonetary@gmail.com. Let me know how you do it, okay? Call me so I can hear you tell me face to face, over the phone or something. 314-260-9801, all right? But we got to get real about this if we're going to win this thing, okay? And know what's going on with it. And the only way you're going to know is tracking it. Because this is my reality check here. This is what I call a reality check with this pick 3. Not if, but with 1,000 numbers, you got 365 days in a year. If a different number come out every day, the most you still gonna have 635 numbers you ain't gonna hit. You ain't gonna even come close to. Just like I just showed you on the other one where the 775 that came out twice. With the law of rotation, it takes about 3 or 4 years for these numbers to rotate out. These 1,000 numbers to come back straight like they was more or less. Then that hit the next day is pie in the sky dreaming. And it ain't happening. Because it's set up for you to lose, not for you to win. If somebody can figure out how to hit a number consistently every day, pick 3 would be no longer of service to them or for sure. And so they wouldn't even have a pick 3. They'd have a pick 4. Because they know you ain't going to figure out how to do no pick 4. Because it's 10,001 eyes are hitting it. But I guess they might not figure you're going to figure this pick 3 thing out. To hit, not every day, but on a more consistent basis, more than they would probably like you to do. Some of us, you know. And I mean, people say, well, they'll close down pick 3 if you with what I'm showing, but not likely. And they still going to make money because some folks ain't going to listen to this. Some folks ain't going to even see it. Some folks going to be happy with what they're doing. But the ones that's tracking the actual numbers, to me, going to become much better players. I know that because I became a better player. Because I realized I had patience. I know what my numbers doing. And I know how long I'm going to hold my numbers or how long I'm going to drop my numbers. If I'm going to drop my numbers or not. Because I can see everything at a glance. All right? I'm saying again, you got 1,000 numbers. If a different number came every day for the 365 days in the year, you still gonna have 635 numbers you ain't gonna touch. All right? Now I'm gonna give you another reality check. Take this column here. We just got through talking about. It's 10 numbers, right? You can take any 10 numbers. It ain't gotta just be these. And play them every day straight, just like this. On average, the most of them you're gonna get is 3 numbers off of that column straight. For a whole year, 3 of them straight. The next year it might not be the same 3. It might be a different 3. And the year after that, it might be a different 3. Then the year after that, it might be a different 3 on average. And to this column, you can check off all these numbers. Gonna take you for 3 to 4 years. I don't know. I ain't thinking what I'm talking. I know what I'm saying because I didn't track them. So let's get real with this. Track your numbers. I'm going to say this again. I'm trying to get this pie in the sky stuff out of our heads so we can really get them. If you took this column here and played it every day, $10 straight, out of the whole year, you're going to get maybe 3 of them straight. See how they got it set up for you? But with you tracking it, you'll know if you want to play it box, play it straight. If you know the front pair, the back pair, if you know the number positioning that I got all at a glance, you can make more common sense decisions and more likely catch that one that's coming straight. That's how I do it. Tracking the front pair, back pair, putting them together. That's how I hit straight. Yeah, because I'm watching. I know what the actual number's doing. You can't see that with them date sums, degrees, and the root sums, and the flips, and all that's guesswork. All that's guesswork. Well, now how you look at it, it's all guesswork. And, so, I mean, if it's working for you, I ain't to argue with nobody. Nah, man, I ain't going to tell y'all, if you dream a number, something come up, because you're going to be lucky. You're going to have luck. I showed you that. You can be lucky. But can you be consistent or know what you're doing and make rational decisions on how you want to play or invest in these numbers? I kind of see it more as an investment. I really don't see it as gambling for me. I see it as an investment. I do pretty good with these numbers since I put this system together. And it came from on high for me. All right. Now, it was a download. That's what one of my subscribers said. Terry, that was a download to you. I said, well, thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that. I believe it was. That's all I can say. Because like I said, I wasn't good in math in school. I just told you I didn't like getting up at 7 a.m. in the morning. And I think that was my first class in math. I guess that's why I hated it so much. So 7 a.m. telling me I put 2 and 2 together. When that woman told me 1 plus 1 was 2, I was through. I cared no more about math. That was it. But anyway, I'm being goofy, y'all. Y'all just bear with Terry, Mo Money Terry today. I got my goofy mood on. But yeah, this here. Now, I'm gonna show you my other tools. That's very simple. No brain strain. That's what I like. No brain strain. Like I told y'all, 7 in the morning, going to school, I didn't want nothing to strain my brain. Believe me, I didn't want to think about nothing. All I thought about was sleep all the way up to 12 p.m. Got me up at 7 in the morning, realized I was a kid. Get up at 7 in the morning. But anyway, here we go, y'all. All right. And this is my pairs. I can track my pairs at a glance, the way I got this set up. All right. And what I do on the pairs, and let me change the number here, 775. Change this to 775. I love this whiteboard. It gets a little messy, but I love it to demonstrate with. Okay. Now, 775 came in. So what I would do, I'll mark off the 7 here, the 77 rather, and the 57 right here. That's that pair that came in. If I had a double, that was a double. So it's only got 2 pairs. Okay, like this 1, 2, 3 right here. What I would do, I'd do the 12, the 13, and the 23. The 12, the 13, and 23. It got 3 pairs because it got 3 different numbers. If a triple come in, to make sure I get that pair off on that triple, because it might be the only one, say triple twos come in, I'll just mark off the double twos like that. That way I can cover all 1,000 number and 8 pairs. So whatever pair don't come out, like I say, you got to rotate. We work by law average. Whatever pairs don't come out, rotate them over to the next month. And by me doing that, I already know that 3 and 8 ain't fell together in over 100 days. So you know what Mo Money Terry is playing as a pair, right? 38, 0, 3, 8, 1, 3, 8, 2, 3, 8, 4, 3, 8. And you know why I'm playing that 3, 8 on the back? Because Mo Money Terry know that 3, 8 ain't fell on the back end all year. So by law average, when that 3, 8 fall, it's going to be on the back. And I know it ain't fell for 100 days. You can do the same thing with this system. It's simple. All at a glance. All right? So I'm telling you, if you're playing in Missouri, and you're my Missouri scribers, and you've probably seen it because you know I do a strategy class every morning, that 3, 8 pair ain't fell together in over 100 days. Go back and check it if you want to. But it ain't nothing. I mean, I can, this checking stuff off ain't nothing to do. Okay, now the 3, 8, front pair, back pair. That line in the middle separates the front pair and the back pairs. All right? That's how I know what front pair and back pair fell. And this is a yearly chart here. All right? That's strategy number 4. Oh, I skipped one on you guys. Let me go back to 3. I'm moving ahead. All right, being goofy. Y'all just look over me. I'm going to be a little goofy today. It's my goofy day. Monday, I guess. All right. 0 to 9, 0 to 9, 0 to 9. I made 3 columns because I'm looking for a code number. All right. Law average, that's what I'm looking for, numbers that ain't played. So, like the 775 came, I'll mark off the 7, 1 in the 7 front, 1 7 in the middle, 1 7 on the end. Okay. Now, if it was 3, 4, 5, I'll mark off the 3, the 4, and the 5. So whatever number that I don't mark off is code and in what spot, I know at a glance what number I'm going to play and where I need to play it at in a glance for the whole month. So if I'm playing this 1, 2, 3 here, and I realize this 2 ain't fell in the front spot all month, you know I'm going to play 2, 3, 1 or 2, 1, 3. All right? Along with that 1, 2, 3, if that's my daily, and I found out why I'm tracking it to play, all at a glance. Now, and this 775, what I'm going to do is the top and bottom pairs. I'm going to go to the 7 7. I'm going to mark it off, and and I'm gonna go to the 7.5 on the back, on the bottom, and mark it off. So at a glance, I know where the front pairs and back pairs are. And that there is powerful, you all. That's knowing where that front pair and back pair is at and mating them up. Like if say you at the end of the year or whatever, you see this 5-3 didn't fall, and the 3-5 back didn't fall. That's gonna be my number, 5-3-5, and it's gonna really be my number if I find out that none of that 5-3-5 didn't come out in any combination that year. Match the pairs up. You find out full 1 didn't fall front, or say the 1-2 didn't fall back. 4-1-2 your number. Oh, they hadn't fell the whole year? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's your number. Just like the one like I said with that 3-8. 3-8 ain't fell on the back end all year. And then 3-8 as a pair ain't fell for over 100 days. All right. I think y'all gonna get this idea here in my head. If you don't, just comment. You're gonna call me. Now, here again, keeping it simple. I matched up the pair. I paired the doubles because I want to know at a glance, even though they on the master sheet, I paired them so at a glance, I knew where they were and where they stood. I wanted to know them and their opposites at a glance. So, like this 775 here, right here. No, that's the wrong one. My mind's on it. Here it is right here, the 200. The 775, I would mark it off. All right? I know at a glance it's opposite. This 022, this 022 is a pair, and this 220, they pairs. This 557 and the 775 is a pair. But they the opposites mirror each other. Because 0 can be a 5, 5 can be a 0, 7 can be a 2, 2 can be a 7. So at the end of the year, and this is a yearly sheet, if say any number, one of those two don't come in, like say the 2, this 002 and this 220 don't come in, I know where I'm gonna get my doubles from the next year. Or say that the 002 and this opposite don't come in, the 557, them two numbers I'm carrying over to the next year. I got my eye on them, building my bucket list of what doubles I'm gonna play. I'm not gonna replay doubles. I'm gonna play doubles that ain't failed yet that following year. Because by law average, they coming out. And then by the columns here, that at a glance, when I got the pairs and they mirrors that haven't failed, it's say 800 and it's 900 and this 112 column don't come out for the whole year. Then my 3 doubles I'm playing off them columns, because by law average, one of those doubles gonna fall off one of them columns for sure. And you'll see it. Most of the year, I think most I've ever seen is 4 columns not come out off for a year. Then nothing was marked on the column. Normally it's 3, sometimes between 2. But look, you know where you're going. You know at least where 8 doubles you're gonna be looking at playing when you hit all at a glance. Right here, the sheet, everything at a glance. And then finally, I got my board here. You go to my website. I show you my worksheet. My worksheet's on there that I use. It takes about 10 minutes to fill that worksheet out. And then here I put the 775 on my calendar. But my worksheet has this on it. It has, I think, wait a minute. Yeah, well, no, it don't have this sheet here on it. I made this sheet up too. It don't have this sheet and the back pairs on it, front pair, back pairs on it. But it has the calendar. It has this one here, and it has the numbers here, positioning on it, and my worksheet has the master sheet. That's the main one, and the master sheet on it. But this sheet here is separate, and the front pair, back pair is separate. And like I said, you can write them on a piece of paper, whatever. But and if you can make copies of that, I posted it on my in my community tab. You can just take a snapshot of it and print it out through your computer and make copies off of it. All right, people, family, y'all have a very blessed and lovely day. Love, peace, happiness. Play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Until next time.